Welcome back to another video. This week is going to be an updated 2026 wish list. So it's going to be some mid to high-end luxury items featuring brands like Bottega, Khaite. I have some sunglasses, a makeup bag, and some sweaters. Just items that I've been loving. It's not going to be trend-driven or seasonal-driven, but just items I've been eyeing. So I hope you guys like it, and let's get into it. For the first item, it's going to be these leather square-toed mules from Bottega Veneta. I love how simple these are, and I think the leather would only look better with age. It is a 1.5 inch heel, which is my sweet spot. I don't like to go above 2 inches, so I think that these would be very easy to walk in, and I just love the color. I love how simple and elegant this shoe is, and then it has that square toe, which I feel like is very distinctive of Bottega Veneta items. They also made my favorite shoe of spring and summer of last year that people wore, and I'll put that sandal up here. I don't believe the one that I showed you just now is new, but that's one that I would be looking for this spring and summer to wear to add in my collection. I think that it's beautiful and I would keep it for a very long time. Next is going to be a pair of earrings from Dorsey. So when I think of an everyday earring, I either think of something like this or I think of a stud, and I've been leaning more towards earrings that look like this lately. I think that these are great. It's around a $200 price point, so I've definitely had my eye on these ones for an everyday pair of earrings. Next is going to be this cashmere and wool blend V-neck sweater from RLT in the color brown. I love this, and I think that this sweater isn't too bulky, that I think that you could definitely wear it in spring and summer. I love tying sweaters like this around my waist, or even grabbing it just to hold when I go to dinner, just in case it gets cold in the restaurant, but I've been eyeing this. And then RLT in general has some great items. They also do a lot of vintage Levi's. I don't know which one came first, the chicken or the egg, when it's the vintage items or them making their own items like this sweater here, but they are definitely a great brand to check out, and everything will be linked down below. I also believe that they have a store in LA. I will fact check myself on the bottom here if I got it wrong, but this is a great brand to have on your radar. So next is going to be this pair of denim from Khaite. These are the Khaite Danielle jeans, and specifically in the color Lykens is the one that's on my wish list. I have talked about a flalo denim ad nauseum at this point. I do still think that's going to be the biggest denim for 2026 when it comes to buying higher end luxury jeans, but Khaite is definitely a tried and true. I hear that these run small, so I would probably try out a size 27 to start, but these have been on my wish list for quite some time. They still are, and I love them. Next is going to be a pair of sunglasses from the brand called Chimi. I have been saying Chimi, so I believe I'm incorrect. If I'm incorrect on this pronunciation, I'll change it again, but these are the Novis frames. So these are a 60s style inspired frame from them that I've had on my wish list for quite some time. This is a style of frame that I'm gravitating more towards for spring and summer of this year, so these have stayed on my wish list, but I have talked about these before. Next is going to be a makeup bag. I ended up finding this brand called The Bridge from a Reddit thread. I went down a deep dive of the best carry-ons, and somebody had sent a picture of their carry-on with this bag, well, a bag from this brand on top, and I was like, what is that bag? It's beautiful. They told me it was from this brand. They said they had it for 15 years and it only got better with age. So I started scouring their website and I landed on this navy makeup bag, and it happens to be on sale, but I absolutely love the color of this, and I could definitely see myself getting a ton of use out of this in this new year, and so this is something that immediately went on my 2026 wish list. The next item is going to be this pricier Lisa Yang scarf, their cashmere scarf in the color black specifically. I really like this, and I wanted to talk about this because I am going to be keeping my eye on this for there to be a sale. If this goes 20% off, 30% off, I believe I'll pull the trigger. But this one I have liked for a really long time. I just couldn't justify that price for a cashmere scarf, even though I'm sure it's really nice, but this is something that I could see going on sale here pretty soon, and I'm hoping that it does, but I don't see that going out of style. It is just a plain black, really good quality cashmere scarf. So this is something that I'm going to be keeping my eye on in the coming months. Next is going to be a pair of silk boxer pants from the brand Comme Si More in the color steel blue. I do not need these. I would probably just wear them around the house and then to get coffee in the mornings, and then I'd probably come back and shower and get ready for the day, but that is the only utility that these pants would get from me. That's why I feel like I'm having a really hard time justifying them, but this brand also has some other really good items if you haven't checked them out. I know that they are praised quite a bit for having great button downs, and I'll put some on the screen here. I love the white, and then I also love the blue, but this is a good brand to have on your radar. I feel like we've seen a lot of people mention their gloves as well, and then their scarves, I think it was. I think it was like a glove sock combo that a lot of people bought this past winter, this winter right now. I feel like I'm looking ahead so much in into the other seasons. I'm kind of forgetting what season we're actually in, but this brand people talk about a lot. I absolutely love their silk pants. Okay, bear with me, we're getting into the last few items, but this is going to be a corset and then also linen skirt combo from a brand called Agua by Agua Bendita. So I found this when I was scouring Moda Operandi the other day, and I love this set. I would buy this if I had an occasion to wear it to. It's not something that I would buy just to have in my wardrobe sitting, like if you were going to maybe a vacation in Italy is where I can see myself wearing this, but it is going with the midi and maxis that I've been seeing myself wanting to wear for this year, this spring and summer, but I thought this set was gorgeous and I wanted to show you. Next is going to be two items from a brand called Attersee. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but it's going to be this wool blend hand crochet edge detail scarf. I absolutely love this. I think that it's beautiful. It's definitely on the pricier side, but I feel like I would get a lot of use out of this. But next is going to be the zip up wool and cashmere blend jacket. It cinches at the waist. This to me would be the entire top outfit. I wouldn't wear anything under this. I think that the quality of this jacket would stand out quite a bit, and that's exactly what I want. So I would just do this exactly how the model is wearing this, just with a basic pant on the bottom, but this is a beautiful jacket. This brand has been on my radar for quite some time. It started with a paisley bag that was sold out. I'll put it on the screen here, and I thought that it was actually a pretty good price considering what the jackets and the scarves do go for, but I thought that this pouch was great. I loved the paisley. I think it'd be something different, definitely add some personality into my wardrobe, but it was sold out the last time I checked. I guess I'll see now. Maybe it'll be pushed to the top of my wish list here if it's back in stock, but I really do like this brand. I feel like I always have something from them on my wish list. Okay, so that is the end of the mid to high end luxury 2026 wish list. I hope you guys like this. I absolutely love doing these. I read quite a few Substacks, so I feel like I'm always adding items to my wish list. I'm thinking about making this maybe a monthly or 2 monthly-ish segment if you guys do really like it, if you get some good recs from here. I hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.